Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Thursday night race of Z1M1, Zelda 1, Metroid 1 Combo Randomizer. I'm your host, FSS Zilla. I am joined today with our runners, Running Elementalist, Eat My Steel, Shaddy, and Ice Blue. We should be off momentarily. Tonight's flag set is interesting. All totems will be required, and 6 to 7 triangles will be required, and those quest items will be in place. They will be shuffled amongst the item pool for quest items, but they won't be found in equipment slots or anything else. Looks like we're starting with a boomerang, and tonight's flag set also has the ice beam for Metroid starting item. Let's get a quick heart container for Eat My Steel. Still trying to mark everything. We've got a missile pod that we can't pick up due to sword requirement. You're going to need to have at least 5 heart containers for white sword or 12 for magic. Working real hard to try to get this this working here. Got another heart container there for Raining Elementalist. Just doing some quick overworld checks here. Most people going along the coast. Got someone in the forest. There's someone already in the vanilla level 2 area. We got Power Bracelet for Ice Blue. That unlocks 4 checks in the overworld. Nice to get that nice and early. We'll have to see if it actually matters. Frequently doesn't, but it's always a fun seed when it does. Question in chat, OG Magnetar says, is this a newer hack? No, actually this has been around for quite a while, though we recently released a 3.0 version. I say recently, but it's probably been about half a year now. Alright, Eat My Steel gets a missile pack. That'll at least open up some doors in Metroid when he gets there. Burning Elementalist went into a cave, got no response. That is going to be the medicine shop. Need the letter to be able to buy anything there. It's a heart container for Shaddy, bringing everybody up to at least 4 hearts. 12th enemy has the bomb as a hint that Ice Blue has just discovered. We're seeing some boomerang stun strats here. Weapon damage is not randomized in this flag set, so unfortunately the boomerang can't be used as an offensive weapon. Unfortunate, what are those caves? The door repair charge caves for Eat My Steel there up in the upper right corner. Another missile pack for Raining Elementalist. So we've got 2 players in the eastern half. No, 3 players in the eastern half, 1 person in the graveyard. Find a take any road you want. It's a great way to get around Hyrule. We found one of the power bracelet spots is a vanilla take any road you want. Not the most useful. Could do a quick check on the Armo statue, but we're not seeing that right now. Another missile pack for Shaddy. Another vanilla take any road you want Ice Blue has found. Even the text is vanilla, take any road you want. And back to the graveyard. I might have missed one of the links in the chain here. Should be a 4th take any road. Didn't see where that popped up. Lots of overworld checks, no dungeons so far, no free damage. Speaking of no dungeons, we've just found level 4. Now, if anybody's from the Z1R community, these dungeons do not have a rearranged shape. They're still a vanilla shape for the dungeons, but the contents of the rooms are randomized. Ice Blue doing a deep dive here with just the boomerang and one bomb. A lot of these enemies in level 4 won't drop anything even if you can kill them because they require Master Sword damage to drop anything. Really trying to get that, the raft location. It's probably within reach here. I think he's a few rows too far south for this to actually be the raft spot. Might have found too many blocks. He's gonna have to exit. Shaddy paying the toll. Goes completely broke. Our economy's not looking great here. Ice Blue's the only one who's still holding on to money. Now, this flag set, we're only going to see the max of one equipment in a shop, so money is not crucial. We find the wand. That's a huge thing for Ice Blue to find. That gives him a free source of damage. We also find level 7, and with only one key to his name, I think he's not ready to explore that quite yet. Lots of health coming in pretty quick for our runners. Pretty healthy seed. 6 for everyone but Ice Blue. Ice Blue waiting at 4. We're back in level 7. He's pirouetted the top door open. It's a free key use there. You don't have to spend a key. Another missile pack for Ice Blue. And we've got Ema Steel getting the power bracelet. Fortunately, and we've got only 2 potential finds for the power bracelet at this point. 2 of 4 of them have been explored already. Ice Blue experiencing some of the Blue Lagoon in level 7 in this case. Finds Aquamentus. Quick easy boss. Finds, oh god, I can't even tell what that is. One sec. That was Varius Suit. Varius Suit and Triforce piece number 3 goes to Ice. The only way to get to Zebus in this flag set is going to be through dungeons, so I would expect our runners to be exploring dungeons quite a bit. We've got Blue Ring for Ice Blue as well. He's definitely on the path of progression here. Just saw a level 7 enter from Reigning Elementalist as well. He doesn't have the... yeah, he's got the wand now. We see a candle for sale, 124 for the red candle, underneath a push block. So, power bracelet not necessarily required, but logic might be counting on that red candle, so... oh, we're gonna have to collect quite a few rupees. There might be a blue candle loose, but it's also entirely possible the blue candle's hidden behind the red candle requirement. One of our chatters has pointed out that Aquamentus was pretty offensive. That's because the bosses are turned up in difficulty. They're up to level 2, which means you're going to see bullet hoses coming out of Goma and Gliok. Quite a few of them are going to be a lot more difficult than usual. That was also a power bracelet pickup for Meanwhile, Reigning Elementalist is exploring Death Mountain. Only 2 bombs, but gets another heart container. Ice Blue finds the bait block. We'll see if that actually ends up gating any progression. Hard to know with the room shuffle on. Level 7 did have most of its major items already scouted, but there's still the upgrade spot. I'm not sure if anybody went down to that. And there's also the potential for an entrance into Metroid to be guarded by that bait. Shady doing the take any road you want exploration right now. Ice Blue following in Reigning Elementalist's footsteps, finding a nice shop with some good bomb purchase, bomb financing options. Let's call them. Shady finds level 4. I don't think he's picked up the wand yet. I'll keep an eye out in case he switches to it, but no, he wouldn't, because this is vanilla level 6 entrance, and he hasn't gone over to the Armo statue yet. So far, we have not seen hide nor hair of an entrance to Metroid. We have plenty of items to explore Metroid with, just nobody's actually found the entrance. Seal entering level 7. Let's see if he pirouettes that door open. Leaves, re-enters, and he needs to enter the screen from a certain direction. Steel picks up his wand. Back into level 7, that door is still not open. Now I'm curious about this. The pirouette's not working for Eat My Steel. Usually in vanilla Zelda, there's not a whole lot of finesse to it. There we go, Eat My Steel got the door open. But there is something about how you enter that screen. Also, speaking of a winner is you, Reigning Elementalist has just picked up the sword. I believe that's a wood sword, though progressive items are turned to mixed, so there's an entire chance that that's white sword. It's hard to tell if that's sprite set. Eat My Steel taking on Aquamentus, taking out Aquamentus, picking up the Varius. Shady joining Eat My Steel in level 7. Eat My Steel clipping right into the blue ring room, picking up his defense. Looks like Shady's also trying to get that pirouette. It's not working out, he decides to just spend the key. Reigning Elementalist finds level 3. Eat My Steel finds Triforce Piece 3. Looks like Reigning Elementalist is pretty close to the raft equipment room already. Shai takes out Aquamentus, picks up his Varia suit. We'll be picking up his Triforce piece number 3. And we'll be picking up his blue ring as Reigning Elementalist picks up wood arrows. Progressive wood arrows. Now that has me thinking, we see the plus indicator on all of the progressive items. If the swords were progressive, it would have been a wood sword with a plus indicator, which it was not. So I don't believe swords are progressive, but we did find the wood sword first. Eat My Steel exploring Death Mountain joins Reigning Elementalist in level 3. Ice Blue doing some checks down along the coast now. I think he's already picked up the power bracelet spot. Looks like the coast item today is just a bomb. Reigning Elementalist is about to take on Manhandla. 7 bombs. 1 does it. That was a beam of some sort. Let me check that again. That was the wave beam. And also picking up from the Triforce room, Triforce piece number 2. Shady finding all the way to the lobby of level 7. We'd like to see where that entrance goes. We might find the first Metroid entrance right now. We find level 6. Let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Nice reference to Ghostbusters there. Collects spores, molds, and fungus. Pretty sure the like, oh, that was a fantastic bomb drop from Raining Elementalist, taking out those Shy Guy Dark Nuts. See a red potion on the floor for Shaddy. See if he can actually get that. Looks like it's surrounded by a ring of water. He'll have to come back with a ladder if he wants that. He's really close to the wand room, so he... Ooh, good cash pickup for Raining Elementalist. The wand is not going to carry him through level 6. If he's required to defeat any of these Wizrobes, they're going to have to use bombs. We find a Metroid entrance, Raining Elementalist, guiding us there. We're in Kraid's lair. Shaddy possibly taking a sort of intentional death, but also was only intentional probably because he was already down so many hearts. This Kid Icarus sprite set is fantastic, I have to say. Well, no, this is a Mario. It's a hybrid. He's using Kid Icarus as the avatar, but the sprite set is based on Mario. Tiny little blooper side hoppers. Shaddy finding another entrance, as Eat My Steel also joins Dark Groupie and Raining Elementalist in Kraid's lair. Shaddy is in Ridley's hideout, looks like. And Eat My Steel finds the step ladder. That's a huge progression. Of course, it always comes down to how the rooms are actually configured, but the step ladder usually is progression that is absolutely necessary to beat the game. I'm also seeing we've got Wave Beam out of Eat My Steel as well, so let me mark that one off. Ice Blue finishing up his exploration of the overworld. Or maybe not finishing it up. Eat My Steel finds Morph Ball bombs. Absolutely critical. However, they cannot be used until we find the Morph Ball. Raining Elementalist wastes no time to jump into Kraid, or Peach in this case, or Princess Toadstool. Giving her the business. Plenty of up-close Ice Beam, Wave Beam hybrid shots. No missiles, though. All the projectiles are frozen. And there she goes. It gives him 75 missiles to work with, plus we'll unlock this quest item behind, revealing Triforce piece number 4. Now, whether I went over it or not, it bears repeating that either 6 or 7 Triforce pieces are going to be required to get into level 9. But both totems are going to be required. Our runners might be more interested in finding a totem than getting all the Triforce pieces, because we know for sure at least one can be left on the ground. Step ladder for Raining Elementalist. Shaddy's still exploring level 6, trying to get somewhere with the bombs, probably looking for a transport staircase. Does find that bomb hole, though, which leads to a transport staircase. Definitely hoping for that one to open up a new path there, but he's gonna have to find another way to get to the raft location. Sorry, the magic wand location, the equipment room of level 6. We find the 3-headed Gleeok. Hopefully not, well, obviously not a required fight. Those were not shutter doors. But there is a key requirement, and Shaddy does not have that key. Probably regretting the non-pirouette entrance of level 7. Ice Blue catching up in heart containers. We have so many heart containers on the field here right now. Eat My Steel jumps back into level 3. I don't know if he got a full exploration of level 3. Did not find the lobby in the lobby's usual location, which is usually a pretty safe bet to find another exit from a dungeon. Ice Blue still getting some overworld done. He does get the wood sword. Burning Elementalist is endeavoring to clear out all of Kraid's lair, though without Morph Ball that might make it a little more difficult. Morph Ball bombs, on the other hand, are always a welcome find. Ice Blue up in Spectacle Rock, finds level 3, joins Eat My Steel picking up the wood arrow. We also found out that arrows are progressive, which means that wood arrow pickup is absolutely necessary, no finding loose silvers. Ice Blue taking out Manhandle the old-fashioned way, throwing some beams down, doing some wand plus sword strats. Takes it out. I forget what that pickup was and didn't get to see it in detail, so there's Triforce piece number 2 for Ice Blue. Coming along with it is a full heal. Shaddy's still trying to find that, well, he's got a key now. He absolutely can sneak past that Gleeok. Burning Elemental's picking up a 3rd energy tank. Hi, 3-headed Gleeok. Goodbye, 3-headed Gleeok. You shameful boss, you. Shaddy blasts those magical pancakes. Eat My Steel carrying enough to go get the red candle, opening up a ton of checks. Magical Wand has been replaced with Magical Boomerang. Shaddy says... Welcome to everybody coming over from Speed Gaming 5. This is the Zelda 1 Metroid 1 Combo Randomizer. If you're just joining us, we've already come a fair way into this. We're only 22 minutes in, but we found some pretty impressive items already. I'll just go over the conceits of tonight's seed. We're going to need 6 or 7 Triforce pieces. We're going to need both totems to get into Torian. Ice Blue has just found the wood arrow. And so far we've only found Kraid's lair and Ridley's hideout for Metroid entrances. Shaddy re-enters level 4. He does not have the ladder. Eat My Steel and Raining Elementalist do have the ladder. This might get them further into level 4. Though, no, Shaddy is able to pop in here to collect the raft item, or the stepladder item. Let's see if that move pays off. And we've got another ring increase. He's going to take that. See if he's got blue already. He does. That brings him up to red ring status. Eat My Steel go into town with the candle. Another heart container for his trouble. Everybody rocking at least 8 heart containers. Running Elementalist finds the Take Any Road You Want cave. It's looking like Shaddy might be able to complete level 4 depending on this room layout. There we go. We find some spikes in a precarious room layout. Is this NSU? I think we're in NSU right now. I might be wrong. He certainly left there as if he couldn't get across. Eat My Steel finds level 5 as our first entrance to level 5. He's down in the bottom. Unfortunately, that's not the item dense area of level 5. Looking for a stairway to Olive Garden. And we found the transport staircase, very likely going to take him to the part of the level that matters. Ice Blue is on the screen with the shop, finds out that the candle costs 124, gives it a nice little stab. Steel does indeed pop up to the top part of level 5, although not looking like he's close to the items. Does find the blue candle for a cheaper price, but he's already got the red candle. No need for that. Randomizer finds, when I'm crouching, you can make me do the duck walk. With the stepladder, he's able to actually enter the deeper recesses of level 5. Masil is now at the entrance to Olive Garden. No bouncers tonight. Slips right in. Free breadsticks. In this case, they're in a bundle, and they'll carry you across the river. Shady finds the bait block. Mocking, condescending tone. That was a sneak Triforce piece number 5 for Reigning Elementalist, as then he goes on to defeat the two-headed Gleeok. Gets a money drop. Ema Steel jumps into the Digdocker fight, unable to actually damage him without the recorder. And it looked like there wasn't a way into the Triforce room from the right. Ice Blue picking up his red ring. It's been a very exciting seed so far. I don't have Ema Steel's sword marked. Let's get that taken. Reigning Elementalist picks up the blue ring. Having not gone through all of level 7 yet, I don't think... Well, it looks like a pretty red dragon to me. I'll have to see what pops up on his pause screen. Shouting back into Ridley's hideout. This might be his first entrance here, I'm not entirely sure, but map number 4, not a big deal. Looking for some important items in the basement. Without Morph Ball, he won't be able to pick up the item behind Ridley, which we know is going to be a quest item. Does get that 2 stack of potions. Ice Blue also finds that when the like is crouching, you can make it do the duck walk. Unfortunately, Ice Blue does not have a ladder. That must have been a Chevy room, which I forget that level 4 even has, but it does. You must still go into town with the burn bush candle. No need for a compass in level 1. Speaking of which, we have not seen level 1. It is entirely possible that there are dungeons that can only be accessed through Metroid. And so far in Metroid, we have not found Brinstar or Norfair. Ice Blue entering level 7, I think for the first time seriously? I think you might have been in here briefly before. I think you pirouetted that door open. Seal heading into level 4 with the ladder. It's going to have more luck than Shiny did. I'm still having a pretty easy time here with the red ring in level 7. I believe Raining Elementalist just picked up a potion. Looks like one of the chalices from Kid Icarus. We've got all the health and defense that we'd ever want. Varia suit already. We got the letter for sale for 90. Now it might be required because there is at least one equipment item in a potion shop. But Ice Blue does not have the funds to pick up the letter. Healthcare, am I right? I'm still exploring through level 4 here. Able to cross this, well, not quite cross the Chevy room. Yeah, it is absolutely a Chevy room. Thank you, Illumination. He's still, I believe, the only one with the red candle. So he's got a pretty good shot at finding some progression that other runners might be missing. Ice Blue doing a very deep exploration of level 7. I'm not sure if we've seen this bottom right corner area. How does a like crouch? And how does it duck walk? Shaddy uses the feature down B to escape from Metroid, entering back into the very first starting location. Any point in the game, you can pause and press down and B on the second controller, and it will warp you to the entrance, the very first starting panel. Emi Steel picking up Triforce piece number 8. That is not number 5. Let me remove that from Raining Elementalist. There goes the Aquamentus for Raining Elementalist, picks up the Varia suit, picks up Triforce piece number 3. Ice Blue climbing through Metroid, through Ridley's hideout. This may be the first time he's entered Ridley's hideout, or Metroid in general. I think he's rocking the wave beam too. I might have to give him that one. That's a red ring pickup for Raining Elemental. Simultaneously, or nearly simultaneously, the red ring pickup for Eat My Steel. Raining Elementalist finds the exit from level 7 that leads to level 6. Doesn't quite take it. Steel explores down into the southernmost reaches of level 4. Or the middlemost reaches, looks like. Decided not to continue down there. Ice Blue failed to jump across the gap. I believe it's a pixel-perfect jump when you don't have Morph Ball. Steel might be heading into the Take Any Road You Want. I don't know if he's finished exploring with the candle, but that would be a pretty good bet. Raining Elementalist defeating that the rupee boss and being rewarded with rupees. Certainly when Raining Elementalist finds that upgrade and finds the letter, he'll have enough to buy it. Potion for Ice Blue, double stack, and Emi Steel picks up some bombs from Burn Row. Ice Blue finds a handy key in Ridley's hideout. We're still a little key starved at this point, so I wouldn't be surprised. The exact same moment that Shady decides to pick up the missile pack in lieu of another key. Raining Elementalist enters level 6. And enters Ridley's hideout. My Steel might be taking a moment to contemplate here. Ice Blue finds Norfair. No, that's still Ridley's hideout. He's on the level to go take on Ridley, but without the Morph Ball, that's not going to be a fruitful endeavor. Shady finds level 3 taking on Manhandla. Only 2 hits off of the first bomb, second bomb whiffs. Switching to sword and board strats. Gets the wave beam, gets Triforce piece number 2. There's the Piranha Plant for Raining Elementalist. Let's see how this fight goes. He's got pinned against the wall by a frozen projectile. Not able to really go to work here. Shady picking up the wood arrows from level 3. Now he can go to work. That combo wave ice beam going to town on the Piranha Plant. Switching to missiles, dropping the payload, gets the kill. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get that quest item that's locked behind Ridley there. Ice Blue finds the magic boomerang in level 6, decides not to pick it up. Let's see if he explores over toward the Triforce room. Well, that wall didn't obviously betray that it had an entrance. Another 2 potions for Raining Elementalist. Ice Blue finds the Goma, which may be the only way to get into that Triforce room, and he doesn't have a bow. Shady spies the ladder, takes the ladder. He might still grabs the much coveted coast item, the bombs, bomb refill. I don't know if we've gotten a check on the raft spots, but he's got the raft. Shady picks up the Morphball bombs. Ice Blue now has enough to pick up the... My brain is breaking. The letter. looking more and more likely that the bait is not actually going to be required for anything in this seed. We get a check on that coastal power bracelet location. Unfortunately, nothing of consequence. It looks like a... is that a magic shield? No, that's just a heart container, or just a heart refill. Okay. Esplu is trying to get into that, letter location, but he's not able to get there. That looks like a down B that brings him all the way back to the start. You must still find level 1. Has he been here before? The bomb hole is blown open. That's peculiar. Down in the talons of the eagle, he's not finding any exits. But he is finding some keys. It does bring his key total up to 5, which is a pretty secure amount of keys. Make that 6. Earning a Mentalist enters level 6 from Ridley's hideout. Well, these hints are not being particularly helpful in this one. I'm going to double check, but I thought that they were set to mixed. We've got Ridley Totem out of Eat My Steel. Didn't get to see what he picked up from Aquamented. What did I see what he picked up from the boomerang spot? And we've got a fight with Kraid happening on Shaddy's screen. 23 health remaining. Takes down Kraid. You know, Steel just walked through that boomerang room and there wasn't anything on the floor, so he definitely picked something up there. Shaddy picking up Triforce piece number 4. The hint mode is absolutely set to mix. Eat My Steel finds the screw attack in level 1. I don't think we've seen a single helpful hint from one of these NPCs. Oh, that was Morph Ball that he picked up. Oh, that's a fantastic find. Level 1's looking like the place to be. That'll open up all of Metroid for exploration for Eat My Steel. Between Ice Beam, Morph Ball bombs. The world is his oyster. Burning Elementalist, on the other hand, decides to pick up the scrap metal, the magical boomerang. Throws the old one away. Walking right by that Gleeok, you're not intimidating anybody. He does pick up the Zelda compass. He does bomb his way through a doorway that I don't think any of the other runners bothered to bomb. Once again, unfortunately, not going to be able to defeat that Goma. That will be required, though. Well, that's not necessarily true. It's possible that we can skip 1 or 2 Triforce pieces, so the Goma might be one of those. You must still check in the forest burn locations. Shady Pop back into level 7, decides not to continue. Now, I don't think we've seen level 2 yet. We've seen 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have not seen 8, nor have we seen 9. Don't think we've gotten a hint yet either on how many Triforces it's going to be between 6 or 7. Ice Blue's in level 1, fights Aquamentus. Let's see who picks that up. That's the White Sword, and that's what Eat My Steel picked up also, along with the Ridley Totem. It's interesting that we're finding the swords in progression order, even though they're not progressive. Ice Blue pops up to grab the screw attack. Plenty of good Metroid items here in level 1. Plenty of life to go around between everybody. We've got Eat My Steel leading the pack with 13 life, 12 for Shaddy, and 11 for Ice Blue and Reigning Elementalist. Every single runner has Red Ring, every single runner has Varia Suit. Oh wait, Shaddy does not have Varia Suit. Does he? Hold on, he's gotta have Varia Suit, right? Yeah, he's gotta have Varia Suit, I must have missed. Because he has the Triforce piece that's locked behind it. Reigning Elementalist sadly overpays. He's gonna not take that indignity. Jumps back out. Shaddy takes on the two-headed Gleeok of level 4. No sweat, drops him full life. Picks up the Triforce piece number 8. Even still putting those Morph Ball bombs to good use, exploring some of the reaches of Kraid's lair that we haven't seen before. Unfortunately, only covers map number 6. With Morph Ball and Morph Ball bombs, that does put the quest item behind Ridley back into play. Looks like Reigning Elementalist took a retry. Tactical retries can give you your bombs back or your money back, in case he was trying to find something with bombs and it wasn't working. You don't have progression, why not reset? And fortunate that he does, because he's going to need a lot of that money to buy the red candle here. Slight irony, in the vanilla game you usually buy the blue candle and find the red candle in a dungeon, and in this case you're buying the red candle and finding the blue candle in the dungeon. Ice Blue's starting to take advantage of Burn Row here. We get that hint for 7 Triforce pieces, so unfortunately only 1 is going to be an optional pickup. We still have not found... Oh, hold on. Eat My Steel is not rocking the Ridley Totem. Let's get that marked up. We still have not found the Kraid Totem. Eat My Steel does find the Recorder. That recorder puts Dig Dogger in Logic in level 5. It also unlocks one of the overworld check spots, the Recorder Lake, that would normally be level 7. So it's 2 spots that it directly unlocks. Ice Blue starting to put the recorder to use. Shaddy finds the letter, does not find the money for the letter. Looks like that's hidden behind a bomb location in the linen room. Umestiel takes on Kraid. Trying to lock down those projectiles, looks like. Burning Elementalist also picking up the Morph Ball, taking on the Moblin? Picks up the White Sword. And picks up the Kraid Totem, or in this case, Piranha Plant Totem. Sorry, Ridley Totem or Piranha Plant Totem. Umestiel taking out Kraid. There's Triforce piece number 4 for Umestiel. Speaking of the race for the Triforce, Burning Elementalist is actually leading the pack with 4. We've got 3 from Meet My Steel and Shaddy, and 2 from Ice Blue. For those of us you just joining us, that we need 7 Triforce pieces. We've got 4 out of 7 located so far. Burning Elementals picks up the Screw Attack. Ice Blue's going through level 5. Does not have the recorder in tow, sadly, so it's going to have to be a double dip. And I believe we know that Dig Dogger is indeed blocking the Triforce room in level 5. Got the Hin room of level 5. Olive Garden in level 5. That bundle of breads. You might still putting that recorder to use, finding compass number 5. Well, that's one overworld check that did not pay. Ice Blue does not have a candle, so if he finds the blue candle here, he very well might buy it. If he hasn't already. He's only got 10 rupees to his name. I'm wondering if he spent those on the candle when I wasn't looking. Well, this is the room for it, so he wouldn't be going up here if he'd already bought it. That's a nice find. As for what we're still looking for, we still need to find silver arrows, and we need to find the bow, and it looks like Metroid's pretty set. Long beam and high jump boots are not required items. Welcome from Speed Gaming. Welcome to our new viewers. Hope you enjoyed your Link to the Past randomizer. This is the Zelda 1 Metroid 1 combo randomizer. We're about an hour into it, still looking for some quest items, looking for the bow, looking for silvers, and anything that's going to be required to get us there. We don't know where any of those are. We still haven't seen level 8, which holds 2 equipment items. And we haven't seen behind Ridley, though we have seen some people defeat Ridley already. Masteel's back here in level 5 with the recorder, so he's going to be able to take out Dig Dogger. That'll get him a quest item, as well as the equipment item that Dig Dogger might be holding. May have accidentally blown open another path that he hadn't explored before, but it looks like he's not going to be exploring it. Once again, we do need the runners to explore more of the dungeons in order to find all of the entrances and exits. We still haven't found Brinstar yet. And that's going to be a fair few equipment pieces that we can find up there. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've seen Norfair yet tonight. So I'm sure many of our runners are praying for a Norfair-less seed. It's entirely possible, though. I mean, we've had a seed where the entire Zelda overworld was not required. I'm not able to get the clip, so just pushing the block, entering the transport staircase. So Guys Blue is going back into Ridley's hideout, possibly to pick up what was behind Ridley. That's very likely to be required. Doing some fancy unmorph jumping in order to restore a jump in midair. If you've ever played a game called Wings of V, you can sort of get that behavior in Metroid by rolling off of a ledge with a morph ball and then popping out a morph ball, which resets your horizontal animation to a static standing state. When you're in the static standing state, you can always jump. It does not matter if you're on the floor. We just saw Steel beat Dig Dogger, and I did not record what he got. Basically finding that jump is still a little bit difficult, even with Morph Ball. I'm a little surprised he didn't decide to use the enemy as a platform to get back up there. This jump actually does look like it might not be possible unless you have the Morph Ball. This jump that Ice Blue is repeatedly attempting. Unfortunately, Reigning Elementalist does not have enough money for the blue candle, but it's not so unfortunate that he doesn't already have the red candle to make up for it. Steel finds level 8, by the way, and also finds the silver arrows. Nothing to shoot them out of, though. Oh, Steel did just get the bow, apparently? Alright, well, we'll have to mark that one off. That puts him considerably closer to go mode. Looks like he would just be waiting on the Triforce pieces and the Kraid Totem at this point. Which, all of those are going to be behind bosses. He can essentially... It's sort of go mode in the sense that he can just rush to the bosses. It's not usual. We don't usually play with the flag sets that keep the quest items hidden behind the bosses, but in this case, that's how it's playing out. Steel finding the magical sword. It's gonna double his damage and make the rest of this game go through like butter. Ice Blue might be gearing up to fight Ridley. We're getting a raft check here by a Reigning Elementalist. Unfortunately, it's just a rupee deposit. Alright, Ice Blue taking on Ridley. My Steel picking up Triforce piece number 1 from behind the four-headed Gleeok. I'm not sure he actually got to fight the four-headed Gleeok. Well, he didn't, and now he can. That's high jump boots. Not a necessary item, but always a nice to have. Makes traversing a little easier. Finally, a helpful... put that in quotes. A helpful like telling you that Norfair clutches the book. We haven't seen Norfair, and I'm pretty sure my Steel's not terribly interested in reading right now. Ice Blue pulling off some wave beam strats here against Ridley. Takes a nice, comfortable, easy kill. And decides to up A out of the Ridley fight. So the downside to that is that he's got to go back there to pick up the totem that he left there. He doesn't have Morph Ball bombs, so he's probably not thinking that he wants to spam unmorph and jump to try to get into that area. That is unintended, so it's entirely possible he just didn't want to do that right now. Those Morph Ball bombs are in Kraid's lair, which I don't know if Ice Blue's even seen yet. Speaking of Kraid's lair, Reigning Elementalist is back there with the Morph Ball and the Morph Ball bombs, getting some work done. Steel going to town on those Pulse Voice with the silver arrows and the bow. I suppose another aspect that's kind of preventing us from go mode is that we don't know where level 9 is right now. Nor, I believe, have we found Torian. Reigning Elementalist picks up another... Well, no, says no to a key. Finds a fake Princess Toadstool. Sorry, but your princess is in another castle. Ice Blue is back down in the Ridley area. Looking like he's not wanting to do the unmorph strats. Steel's back in level 5. Might be wanting to explore those unexplored rooms just in case they have connection. Shai's doing some shopping for some medicine, looks like. Just because one of those medicine stores may be holding an equipment item. So at this point in the game, I think we have just about everything accounted for. We don't know where we don't know where the any key is. And... we got the hint about the book, but I think that's the only piece of equipment that we don't know about. I want to double see. I think Ice Blue actually has the wave beam. I think yeah, he does have the wave beam he was killing Ridley with. Steel's jumping all the way back into level 5. Definitely going to be exploring that unexplored room. I think he's trying to find an entrance. No bueno. We almost have max life for Reigning Elementalist and My Steel. Both are just 2 heart containers shy, where Shaddy has 4 to go. There's a fully explored level 5 with no fruit. Speaking of level 5, Reigning Elementalist is back here as well. Ice Blue is up by the elevator. I guess he's not taking it, but He can... No, he can't. He doesn't have Morph Ball Bombs, so he can't explore the attic for Ridley's hideout. I say that, but then I remember you can just clip through the wall like he's doing right now. So he can. He just can't legitimately do it. Alright, Raining Elemental is taking out that Dig Dogger. And that's where the bow came from. Also getting Triforce piece number 5. Let me mark that off for Raining Elemental. That's a vanilla Triforce piece number 5. Ice Blue pops out of the wall into the doorway. It's looking like Shaddy's also holding Triforce piece number 8 and not getting that marked off. At least I'm relatively sure that's 8. Gotta know my Triforce mappings. Ice Blue finds cash stashed away in Ridley's attic. Steel's back in level 4. I think he's still hungry for entrances. We still haven't found level 2, and then there's Brinstar and Norfair to worry about. Now the nightmare is going to be if the only way to get to level 2 is through Brinstar, which you have to get to from Norfair, which you have to get to from inside another level that somebody's already found. He might be on his way to level 7 because that's a treasure trove of walls that could contain exits. Yeah, that definitely seems to be what he's on the hunt for. And when he's only missing quest items, that makes absolute sense. Trying to locate those dungeons so that he can finish them. Raining Elementalist heads back into level 6. Gonna be taking out that Goma now that he's got the bow and arrow. Steel might be on his way to do that as well, since the entrance to level 6 is inside level 7. Shetty, meanwhile, explores level 3. Steel entering the tip of the nose, where the secret is said to reside. No secret today, just some hungry Dodongo. Raining Elementalist taking out that Goma. I think he got a bomb upgrade? No, he just got bombs in general, and he picked up Triforce piece number 6. Ice Blue getting that raft check. Takes the cash, leaves the map on the floor. No cartography today. I'm gonna need to double check Ice Blue's equipment. He's definitely got the red candle, he's holding it right now. But I'm wondering if there's other pieces of equipment that he has that haven't been marked, like the ladder. Still finding the Moldorm guarding an empty room. Looks like he may be on the way to picking up the letter. Ice Blue checks the other raft location, picks up a heart container. He got over here very fast. He was still picking up the letter. Somebody else had the letter. I think it was Shaddy, because I saw him checking out potion shops earlier. Still finds himself in the tip of the lip. Just a trap room. No juicy drops. Shaddy just blew open... Oh, no, never mind. I thought he might have blown open the way to the letter, but that's not true. Steel's back in level 6. Might be doing some extra reconnaissance here. Ice Blue and Shaddy both back in level 7. I'm wondering if everybody's entrance hunting... No, let me double check that. Did Steal? No, he's only got one totem. Steal also only has one totem. And Steal joins Dark Rupee here in Ridley's hideout. Scouring, just scouring. Where could it possibly lead? Raining Elementalist finds Brinstar. And I'm shocked, just absolutely shocked that he did not stick around. That's a huge find. Just find a bomb upgrade though down in Ridley's basement. That's definitely welcome. Didn't see if Shaddy just picked up the letter or not, or if he had it already. Not entirely sure. And now Raining Elementalist is back in Brinstar. Enjoying the heck out of these Mario sprites, though. Yeah, just gonna sit on that one. What I was about to say is not accurate. Ice Blue hasn't been into the bottom of level 6 yet. I don't believe he has the bow. I'm gonna have to see him pause yet again. But he would have had to beat Dig Dogger in level 5, and I don't believe he's done so. Shaddy, on the other hand, looks like he's looking at a pretty full level 6. Steal taking out Ridley, and I think he might actually be the first to get behind Ridley. Get behind his door. We found level 9 in Brinstar. And Raining Elementalist is only one Triforce piece away. I'm still doing steady work here against Ridley, just tucked into that little niche. And there's Ridley gone. And now, finally, for the reveal, just what has Ridley got caught, locked up tight back here? Is it Triforce piece number 6? It is the Kraid Totem. Absolutely required. I don't know if we've found Torian yet, but if we do, Steal is ready for it. Defeated both of the Metroid bosses, has plenty of missiles to his name. 2 E-Tanks and Bari Suit it should be enough. Even though Mother Brain in this one is augmented to level 2. Now, if that is slightly confusing, there are 3 stages of boss augmentation. Level 2 is the medium augmentation. All of them are escalations in difficulty, so level 1 is harder than vanilla. For Mother Brain in this case, I believe it just means that she takes more hits. It may also change the Rinka behavior. I'm not 100% on that. But the Rinkas are homing Rinkas, as opposed to vanilla, where they would just dumbfire and fall off of the edge of the screen before respawning. In this one, they'll change their trajectory to try to intercept you. Ice Blue's in level 3. Now, Shaddy definitely has a sword. I just need him to go back into Zelda so I can see which one he has, because I'm 100% sure he does. I'm gonna mark him with wood. Ice Blue's back in Kraid. With the lack of Morph Ball bombs, he definitely needs to be here. We just found level 2. We just got a hint about where the rod is, which is one of the first things that most of the runners found. Didn't get to see what the magical sword item was because I was watching other runners, but very, very exciting that Raining Elementalist found level 2. That should give him enough Triforce pieces to enter level 9, and he knows where level 9 is, but he does not have the wood sword. That's a stepladder acquisition for Ice Blue. Shai's taking a moment to look around the Metroid map. Just a key from the Dodongo, but the real prize is the quest item behind him, Triforce piece number 6. We've seen every Triforce piece at this point. The Triforce piece 1 is hidden in level 8, which Eat My Steel has already picked up. Alright, so where exactly... Oh, we found Torian. It's at the lobby of level 2. And I'm not sure exactly how we got to level 2 from Brinstar, but... we do have a path to both exits, and Raining Elementalist has found both of them, just lacking Silver Arrows and Kraid's Totem. Now I've got Triforce Piece 6 marked. I'm waiting for the tracker to update it. I'm not surprised, or I'm surprised it's not cooperating here. Shaddy with that level 6 dive. I think he's gonna try to blow open the Triforce room. No luck. Ice Blue taking down Kraid. Simple fight. He's just freezing the projectiles, switching to missiles, making sure that he can get those shots in. Unfortunately, that middle... Oh, he's able to deliver missiles over the middle projectile, because it's the top projectile that prevents those from hitting. That's Kraid down for Ice Blue. And Raining Elementalist finds Norfair. That's Triforce piece number 4 for Ice. Knowing what we know, Norfair absolutely is not required. Eat My Steel finds Brinstar, though. Possibly tragically, Raining Elementalist is falling down that Norfair rabbit hole. Shaddy's found the... Okay, I'm double checking what his equipment situation is. Yes, it looks like he does actually not have a candle. He finds the red candle, and he finds he's short just a few rupees. Ice Blue getting Morph Ball bombs. Well, he will in a moment. He's gonna have to line up with the... There we go. It's Morph Ball bombs. I'm not 100% sure that I'm caught up on Eat My Steel's Triforce situation. He does not have Triforce Piece 6, I know that for sure. But if he finds level 2, he's going to find Torian, and he's going to be ready for Torian. He does find level 9, I don't know if he's seen the hint. Is he just going to go straight through? Unfortunately, he does not have enough Triforce pieces to get into level 9. Have one of those moments where you see a word while you're speaking, and then you speak the word because you read it. This is really starting to look like Eat My Steel's game, though. Shaddy now pulled together quite enough cash to pick up the red can. There's level 2 for Eat My Steel. Guessing he's pretty hungry for those Triforce pieces. Hungry for some Doritos. Now to the blue room ring, he gets a bomb upgrade. That could be helpful in level 9. There is a potential for a lot of bomb door shenanigans. Dark Rupee finds missile refills, says no. I think he's up in the attic of Norfair at this point. Shaddy takes out Aquamentus, grabs his white sword, grabs his Really Totem. Also grabs his Morph Ball. And shortly will be grabbing the Screw Attack. Eat My Steel getting Triforce piece number 6. And there's Screw Attack for Shaddy. Ice Blue, unfortunately, still sitting at 3 Triforce pieces. Does have the Ridley Totem, though. And Raining Elementalist, unfortunately, digging in Norfair for an item that will never come. The Purgatory of Z1M1. Looks like Ice Blue is headed back into level 4 with his ladder in tow. Eat My Steel unfortunately finds Norfair. I think he knows better. Let's see if he jumps in. I think he's looking for exits here. If he needs another Triforce piece, he can always go get one from level 6. There's nothing but despair down here. You don't want to be down here. Raining Elementalist finding refill after refill. Ice Blue takes on the 2-headed Gleeok. White Sword. Quick, easy fight. Refill after refill, plaguing the attic of Norfair. Also picked up a Triforce, didn't get to see which one. That's Triforce piece number 8. Eat My Steel did not jump into Norfair. More refills, more... Is that Magic Shield? That's not exactly a refill, but it's not much better. And Raining Elementalist finding solace, coming to his senses, jumping out of Norfair. And I don't mean to disparage him, he actually has no idea that Norfair isn't required, but he was very lucky not to jump deeper in. Looks like Eat My Steel is headed straight for Torian, whether he knows it or not. There's Torian. We are going to jump into Metroid's lair. Just checking the SRL channel. We do not have a .done yet. I should mention that Antlers and Sis Crusher are also racing off stream. So we might be getting a .done that comes from our off-screen runner at any point here. I have no idea how well they're... Ice Blue with Recorder in tow, taking out Dig Dogger. Quick easy fight. I believe that was High Jump Boots that drops. He gets Triforce piece number 5. An E-Tank for Rennie Elementalist's troubles. Puts him up to 4 E-Tanks, which is a pretty respectable number. Should carry him through the rest of the game, no problem. Steel doing some energy farming, pretty sensible. Double missile refills for Shaddy on the screen. Looks like he's not going to be checking the other side of the jump. Steel unfortunately dons the hat. Dons that Metroid hat. 2 energy ticks away. That seems like a good place to call it. Steel's jumping deeper in. Burning Elementalist picking up a few miscellaneous items from Brinstar. Looks like that was Compass number 3. And we're in Mother Brain's lair. Minimum of 8 missiles per Zebetite. That's, I think, 6 Zebetites. Perfect execution there for Meet My Steel. That was 4 on the, or 2 on the up, 2 on the down, 2 on the up, 2 on the down. We'll have to see how cooperative these SpaghettiOs are. Unfortunately, not a perfect takedown on that Zebetite. He's got plenty of missiles though, so energy conservation might be a bigger concern for him here. That's 2 Zebetites down. Three down. Ice Blue is exploring level 6 here. He does not have the bow, I don't believe, so he won't be able to take out Goma. Although if he's back here, maybe he doesn't and just didn't see it. That was what Dig Dogger dropped, not the High Jump Boots, it was the bow. That's correct, he does have the bow. Picks up his Triforce piece number 7. We're down to the last Zebetite here for Meet My Steel. That's something we can all relate to when frozen SpaghettiOs won't cooperate. I'm sure there's been cases where someone has frozen SpaghettiOs and it just did not work out. Alright, Vitreous's glass tank is cracked. Shaddy just took down Ridley, by the way. Will be grabbing himself a crane totem. These are some very bullying Rinkas. I need to check their damage, though. Vanilla damage from these with the Varia suit should be 15. I think I'm seeing slightly less than 15 damage coming out of them, so it's a little bit more relaxed than usual. Though I can't say how much. It looks like they're unfreezing a little faster than normal. I'm not sure if that's an illusion, but... Every missile is another point of progress. Looks like he's taking it much more cautiously now. Oh, that was a rough hit. He went from 26 to 12, so 24 damage is roughly vanilla. It's not quite there, but it's close enough. It tastes like vanilla. It's vanilla substitute. Ice Blue picks up that crane totem. Burning Elementalist is still looking for the silver arrows, looks like. Wait, that can't be true. He's been through level 8, right? No, he hasn't. That's the one Triforce piece he's missing also. So, looking for level 8. Definitely coming in on the home stretch here, though. Just to check that SRL channel. Make sure that we're not leaving any of our off-screen runners out. I'm still going back to the farm, dredging up some energy. Might be wanting some missiles, even though the Zebtites are down. We'll see. There's plenty of missiles. Shaddy's exploring the top of Brinstar here. Unfortunately, not getting the right timing on those block respawns to carry him up. We're back in Mother Brain's room, or Mother Vitreous, as this might be. Running Elementalist dropping in to pick up the letter. Shady picks up a third energy tank. I am guessing we're going to be seeing Raining Elementalist going on a potion shop tour. Alright, Emisteel round 2. Doing some LASIK eye surgery. Vitreous is a very steady patient. Those Rankas don't like to stay in lockdown for very long. Shaddy's now in Brinstar as well. It looks like Burning Elementalist is in Ridley's hideout. Yeah, he's in Ridley's hideout. Ice Blue finds level 2. Ice Blue also has the Crate and Ridley totem. He was a fair bit behind, but he's already caught up to Eat My Steel in terms of quest items. Which means, actually, that he's going to have enough to get into level 9 after he picks up the Triforce piece here, Triforce piece number 6. So he's in roughly the same boat as Raining Elementalist, except Raining Elementalist hasn't gone back to collect that Kraid totem yet, I don't think. Alright, that's a single G for Eat My Steel for completing Metroid. Ice Blue getting a few of these Torian checks out, or Brinstar checks out of the way. He finds the bait, which we all know is not necessary. Emisteel pokes his head into level 9 and does not have the required Triforces to enter. Raining Elementalist is back in Brinstar. In fact, I think every runner right now is in Brinstar. Kind of weird to have everybody in the same area this deep into the seed. Now, what I want to see, and then this is beyond anything that's logistically possible, but I want to see a 4-way high five here in Brinstar. We've got the magic key for X Blue, or for Ice Blue. Steel is back in Ridley's hideout. This will lead him to level 6, so this isn't a bad place to go, since level 6 is where he will get his Triforce. And he finds a bomb upgrade, bringing him up to 16 total bombs. Shaddy also finds, or has that bomb upgrade. Shaddy finds level 2. No, I'm not 100% sure what Masteel's looking for. Maybe he thought there was a quick way through there, but unfortunately it was blocked by the vertically separated room. Ice Blue finds level 9. He's got the Triforce pieces for it, but he hasn't been to level 8 to get his silver arrows yet. Meanwhile, Shaddy picks up that Triforce from level 2. And I can't remember which Triforce that is. 7, I believe. Well, it can't be 7. Steel doesn't have 7. Pop that into 6 and just say maybe? Yeah, it was definitely 6. I remember. It's absolutely 6. Shaddy does take the bait. Not sure what he's going to do with it. It might have been a trap all along. I think Steel's trying to get back to level 6. This actually turned into a pretty long tunnel, now that I think about it. You had to go to level 7 to get to level 6, to get to Ridley's hideout, to get to Brinstar, to get to level 9. Unless I'm missing something, I think that's the path that you have to take to get to level 9. Which is kind of incredible. Alright, Steel's back in level 6. Brief dip into level 7. And Reigning Elementalist is back into Norfair. Just needs to find that entrance to level 8. The mysterious entrance that Steel was able to find and nobody else did. Shaddy's also in the fruitless hunt through Norfair. Well, I can already hear Steel being so relieved that Norfair was not required. Reigning Elementalist finding himself in an interesting position there. You can only destroy, I believe it's 12, 15? 15 blocks. 15 blocks in Metroid at once. Steel waiting for that Goma. Pops open the crab, gets Triforce piece number 7. Is going to probably rocket himself back into level. That is go mode. Yeah, kind of unusual to say it here in Z1M1. But go mode in this particular flag set was hit as soon as all the equipment pieces were obtained, because we knew where the quest items were. All the quest items were behind the quest item spot, or behind the bosses. Reigning Elementalist pulling out Longbeam out of Norfair. Yep, Steel beginning that long trek all the way back to level 9. Everybody else completely stumped on where level 8 is, and that's going to be the kingmaker here. I wasn't even paying attention. I don't know where level 8 is. I don't know what the novas are on Reigning Elementalist's screen there. Oh, it's a spinning shell. Not sure what the Holtz is either. Is that Holtz? That's not Holtz. The other thing. The Rocket Rio. Alright, Mystiel's made the journey through Ridley's hideout into Brinstar. Reigning Elementalist finding another junk drop here in North. Now, just because Mystiel has go mode on level 9 doesn't necessarily mean he's safe. Level 9 is, Z1R would like to tell you, the Great Equalizer. It's a maze of many doors and many transport staircases. All the way up the shaft to level 9. This violently violet level 9. The old man yields the way to Ganon, who's apparently one room away from that room. Mystiel's hungry for that quick route to Ganon. Can we do it in 3 rooms? Well, he's gonna have to start bombing some walls if he's that hungry for a quick kill here. A quick discovery on Ganon. But that's gotta be tempting. It's gotta be tantalizing. You can hear him right in the entryway here. But unfortunately, if this doesn't blow open, which it didn't, he's going to have to start exploring. Let's see how deep in the lair the bacon resides. Or in this case, the baby. Giant larval Metroid, which is the sprite that Eat My Steel has chosen to replace Ganon. Shady picking up the any key off of the morph ball. That final Patrifly eluding Eat My Steel's blade does not want to eat his steel. All options exhausted. Looks like he's gonna have to go into further level 9. Guess that's what you get when you try to take the easy way out. It doesn't pay off. And what is this? The map for level 9 inside level 9? Not in the same spot in level 9, but... I can't tell if that was a genius move on Ganon's part or a poor one. just expecting a player that doesn't know the actual layout of level 9. On the one hand, they might never find the map to level 9 before they get into level 9 otherwise. But on the other hand, if it wasn't in level 9, they'd have to go out of it to go get it. P-Life asking a good question. What's chat's favorite method of unwinding level 9? Take all stairs? Take no stairs? Take some stairs? That is something that I'm going to have to ask these runners when they're done here. I think that'd be really good to get some insight into their level 9 unwinding algorithm. It's just, what is their system here in level 9? Do they have a system at all? Seal's in the right eye socket. He really wants to be is below the left eye socket. This is looking relatively promising. He's 2 rooms away from where he wants to be. No such luck. He's trying for the direct paths whenever he possibly can, it looks like. Ice Blue finds and takes Long Beam. Pretty obsolete hint there from the like about the demon and the letter. Shaddy's down in Kraid now. Looks like he's going to clear out the overhead compartment for Kraid. Shaddy has a little bit of extra catch-up to do, it looks like, so he might need to be fighting Kraid here. He finds the recorder. That's an absolutely essential item that he must have been missing for quite a while now. The recorder blocks the bow, as well as a Triforce piece. What are you talking about, like? This is your natural habitat. Don't make me stay, I'll die. Shaddy here at the top of Kraid's lair, giving it another once-over. Maybe not so much a once-over, this might actually be a break he's doing. Just doing a double check here. We do not have a dot done yet from our off-stream runner. And we do not have a forfeit from Shaddy. Wouldn't expect a forfeit sub 2 though. Sub 2 is a very fast seed, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be giving up this early. At least for the flag sets that we usually run with. Running Elementalist, jumping back all the way to Zelda. Getting quite a bit of the skull explored here. Shaddy back in the race here. I gotta imagine Reigning Elementalist knows that he's gotta find level 8 at this point. He very much wanted to avoid it, and if he was able to find the bow anywhere else, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have had to go there, but he's run out of options, I think, at this point. I'm not sure exactly how thorough his scrubbing of Lower Norfair was, but there's little place for the bow to hide at this point, or not the bow, the silver arrows to hide at this point. Steel's in the wrong section of the dungeon, but he's probably still needing to find a transport staircase to put him in the right one. Now, this is one of the most intense level 9s I've seen. Let me double check on the Triforce situation we're seeing out of Shaddy. Yep, he's still missing 1, 5, and 7. Ice Blue finds the book, which makes him the true winner in all of our hearts. Literacy is not for chump. You can pass that on. My seal reduced to 1 heart, takes a quick swig of liquid courage. Shetty going to town with that candle. It's the hint about the Triforce pieces, still missing 2. Ring Elementalist, exploring level 7 with the ladder. You must steal back in that right eye socket. Now he's above the left eye socket. That's not where he wants to be in relation to that eye socket. Definitely going to be looking for some bombable walls. I think his algorithm so far has come down to try the direct route. If the direct route doesn't work, try all the open rooms. If that doesn't work, take a transport staircase. If the transport staircase doesn't work out, go back over, try to bomb some of the rooms just off the beaten path. Finds a new room. Ice Blue really digging into this Norfair situation. This room is not a new room for Eat My Steel. Ice Blue finds that there is no lower elevator out of Norfair, so he pops off the top of Norfair's elevator. We do have a dot done from Syscrusher off stream at 1:51:31. I'm thinking with the way this works, we're not gonna invite off-stream runners into the chat room, maybe? I don't know, should I? I may as well, I'm solo commentating. Yeah, why the heck not? Let's see. If he wants to talk about the seed at all. Alright, I will see if he's up for an interview. this really could have been Eat My Steel finishing first if he had just found a faster route through level 9. He's been in here for a fair bit now. Didn't get to exactly record the time that he'd entered, but it's probably been at least 15 minutes? 10 minutes, maybe? Finds a side passage. GG Sis Crusher. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, that 9 actually wasn't bad if you just went straight up and to the left. That's all you had to do. You don't even have to... do you even have to take... Yeah, you have to take the 1 stair, and that's it. But it was
wow.
Yeah, if you went straight up and 2 to the right, or 2 to the left, took the staircase, and you just bombed down through there. Or I don't even know if you have the bomb.
Wow. Well, we're here. Eat My Steel has found Ganon, has found the baby. There's 2 entrances here. That's interesting. I'm sure the other one is inaccessible. You have to go through Ganon's room to get to the other part of the dungeon. Did you find the magic sword and everything too? Like,
yeah,
I guess...
I had everything. I got so much progression early. Weapons really early. The wand I got really early. And after that, after I got the wand, it was just, I found the, you had to double dip 5, you had to get the morph ball, leave and get the wand, or the recorder out of, where is it, Crate or Ridley maybe? I don't remember, but,
Gonna interrupt you here for Eat My Steel beating Ganon with an official SRL time. That's a GG. 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 5 seconds. GG Eat My Steel. Yeah, as far as the double dipping on 5 went, like, I think Morph Ball was actually on level 1.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, for the bow, you had to get, was Morph Ball on 1?
In the boomerang spot.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was the candle block, right?
Yeah.
But you had to get that, I think, to get the recorder. Pretty sure.
Well, the red candle was on sale in a push block spot.
That's right.
So I think there was a... We do have Raining Elementals back in level 5 right now. Raining Elementals is looking for level 8. And out of our on-stream runners, Eat My Steel is the only one who's found level 8. I didn't actually just see what that was.
I full cleared it. It's at it is at the bottom of level 5.
Oh, well then Raining Elementals is on the right track. Also, we're joined by Eat My Steel. GG.
Howdy, GG Crusher.
GG.
I'm assuming you had a better 9 than I did.
I found all 6 staircases, so it wasn't great.
Yeah, me too.
I just didn't go mode really fast.
Shaddy picked up the silver arrows just now in level 8. And looking like Raining Elemental is just joining him in level 8. We're going to have go mode from another runner pretty quickly here. I'm sure he's just going to pick up the silvers and jump right back out. Right, so one thing that was asked in chat that I wanted to relay here is what are your algorithms for solving level 9?
A lot of times, when I enter, I won't go into the first staircase because that can lead you on I found that like, a lot of times that just leads you on a wild goose chase. I kind of peek around without using any bombs for another staircase, and I'll take that first. Because usually it's like 1, maybe 2 staircases to get to Ganon. Lately it's always been 1. So when I started finding all these staircases, I knew I had missed something.
That's an interesting way to heuristic.
Yeah, it seems to work.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to see how far I can go without having to try to, bomb or take stairs, and if I can get kind of in the right direction. But in this game, a lot of times I'll just, I might go a room past the stair and then be like, no, I'm just going to take the stairs.
Right.
Really just depends, because there's so many times you need to take at least 1 or 2 or 3 stairs to get where you need to go.
I think Metal said that like at least 1 is required. But you never know because you had like that seed a few weeks ago or 2 weeks ago where there was like 3 bomb holes to Ganon. It was weird. Like 3 rooms in a row you had to bomb to get to Ganon, so you never know.
Yeah, you just got to kind of play it by ear almost sometimes, and just walk. Do you go? Do you walk through the rooms? Do you? It's really a coin toss lots of times. We usually just try to feel the dungeon out. This one, I literally, I think, checked every single bomb wall. I actually mismarked a little bit when you first came in, and I thought I was down far enough so that you had the bomb left. I missed that I could even bomb there.
Boy.
So that was my last spot. Came all the way back to that.
Yeah, if you went left and bombed that wall, then good for you. But I didn't, and you didn't. So I did. I bombed. I count all these bomb walls: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I tried different ones.
Fortunately, I had both bomb upgrades, so I wasn't starving.
Yeah, one of them was in the basement for Ridley. Not sure where the other one was.
Yeah,
it was in a Zelda dungeon, one of them, I think. You just walking.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
I had all the equipment I needed pretty early. My go mode items were all quest items, so that eliminated a bunch of spots that I had to check. I knew all the quest spots are required because of the way the flags are. And then I guess that was it. Just quest items, so I knew where I had to go. I knew Norfair wasn't going to be required at all.
Well, we have Ice Blue taking on Mother Brain at this point. Reigning Elementalist has the full Dorito, has also found Mags and the Silver Arrows. Shaddy's still looking for the bow and 2, or at least 1 more Triforce piece. Ice Blue is looking for level 8 and the Silver Arrows, which is what we just found out of Reigning Elementalist and Shaddy. So this is all coming down.
Yeah,
Ice
you
Blue.
had to. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Ice Blue's delivering some payload into Mother Brain's forehead here. Oh, I'm wrong. Shaddy is missing 1 Triforce.
You had to go into 5 and take that staircase and then go bomb to the bottom. I think that's where 8 was, right? Steel?
Yeah. There was a couple, really trolly places, like getting through 7 to get through the Ridley and everything, and was that 7 to 6 to Ridley to Brinstar. Yeah, it was just trolley paths everywhere for everything. And being really thorough early in this seed really paid off. If you double check the extra spots in like 3 and just made sure you kind of found everything early. I didn't find the 5 one until late. That would have helped if I would have gone all the way there, but it was really trolley path to get all the way down there.
Yeah.
Ice Blue has just defeated Mother Brain. He's working on the escape right now. Generous time, pretty easy staircase. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a seed quite this deep before, because you did have that 7 to 6 to Ridley to Brinstar to level 2 to Torian. And that's how you get to Torian, which I think is the deepest chain that it goes, because level 9 was in Brinstar.
I messed up because level 9 dropped me off right by dropped you off right by Brinstar, and I went all the way to the other side of Ridley's lair to that other one to realize I went through the wrong door and I had to go all the way back. That was annoying.
So you killed Ganon first. I killed Mother Brain first. And that dropped me off at 9, but I needed to go back out and get a Triforce out of 6, so I had to go all the way back to 6 after I killed Mother Brain for 9.
Brutal. Oh man.
That was a long path to get back through all that stuff.
Alright, we have Ice Blue entering level 9. Don't think he has silvers, though, so he's going to have to be going back into level. Did anybody get any of the swords out of order? I should say none of us on stream did. But Syscrusher, did you get any of the swords out of order?
No, I got the first sword I got was in a cave on the overworld. And the last one I got was Mags in 8, so...
Yeah, white is
order.
Aquamentus in level 1.
Yeah, that was second. I got them in order. Same.
Yeah.
Well, the rings were progressive, but I got both of those too.
I think everything but swords were progressive. But they may as well have been progressive with the way they're positioned.
That was blue ring was actually the first item I picked up, I believe. And then the wand right away.
Out of level 4?
Was it in level 4? I don't remember. That was in was it 3? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, level 3 had the other one, I think.
Yeah, 3 was pretty loaded dungeon if I remember correctly.
Yeah, 1 too. 1 was stacked. I got various suit before I went into Metroid too, so.
Burning Elementalist in level 9 right now. Looks like he's taking your advice. Went left immediately. We'll see if that actually goes anywhere now.
You didn't bomb that wall, though.
Yeah, it's hard to start bombing walls right away. I don't like to do it. But if you
And that's
have
a
it,
tough one to find. You gotta go across in the dark room and bomb left.
Yep. So now he's on a quest to find everything.
So absolutely everything on the right side here is bait, huh?
Oh yeah, totally. It's all a big dead end.
Yep, you gotta find all the other staircases this way, and nothing, no path to anything. And
No bomb walls too. Yeah.
Rupie's gonna be doing exactly what I did.
How about, I had by 45 minutes, I had 14 hearts. It was crazy how many hearts there were in the sea.
Yeah, everybody was souped up really fast on their life.
Well, yeah, there's so many hearts just on the overworld. You just grab them all. I mean, if you do all the overworld, you end up with mags. One nice thing about this seed, though, was you didn't have to do any of Brinstar or Norfair, really. Kraid and Summer Ridley, and Ridley had to go through, which was a pain, but otherwise, not much Metroid that you had. Only half a Metroid you really had to do. You had to kill the bosses, but that was about it.
Yeah, by the time I did 2 and 6, that's the only Brinstar I had to do because I went Go mode at that point, so. And then Norfair was completely worthless. Unless there's something down there. I see Ice Boot didn't get high jump boots, but I found those. I forgot they were level 8 or something. I don't remember. But...
I do want to ask how the boss's guaranteed quest items impacted your routing or your thought process. Like knowing that you had to defeat bosses or anything like that. How did that play out?
Well, fortunately, like Syscrusher was saying, we got Varia and everything you really needed for Metroid, and Wave and Ice Beam you started with. So, I mean, it wasn't really that big of a test to, when you go into Ridley or Kraid area, if you can get down there, you want to just go kill them. And that's pretty much what I did, just kill them right away. They weren't hard with all that stuff.
Yeah, I usually wait until way later in the game before I do the bosses, but Kraid was early. I had 3 E-tanks, I think. Various suit, screw attack, wave beam, ice beam. Yeah, the combat was very, very easy to see.
Yeah, except for Mother Brain was a little tough.
Yeah.
It seemed like they were hitting pretty hard because I died once to Mother Brain, but other than that, yeah, I mean, combat was decent. I think I beat Metroid with just 2 energy tanks. That's all I found by the time I got down.
Yeah, I cleared a couple extra rooms just looking for passageways in dungeons to ZBs or some other places, and they didn't lead anywhere, but a couple of them had E-tanks in it, so it was worth going one at level 3. I don't remember some other ones left level 7, I think maybe 2.
By the way, we've got Antlers finished in 3rd place with an SRL time of 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 27 seconds, and he's joined us in the chat. GG Antlers.
Yo, GG, what's up, dudes?
GG.
So, my big mistake, I'll let you guess it. Oh.
In 9 or somewhere else?
What? Sorry,
In level 9 or somewhere else you just missed something out? Level 8, maybe?
I dug Norfair twice.
Oh, man.
No!
Yeah, twice. I dug Norfair.
I was in go mode by the time I knew there weren't any quest items down there, so I didn't go in. I didn't have to go in.
Well, I was looking for the bow, and...
Oh, I got a hint for the bow.
Oh, really? Where?
Oh man, we don't think we saw it on stream.
Oh boy, I don't remember. It said,
I saw that.
It said the lizard camouflages the bow. And so you had to double dip that. You had to go get the recorder first, and then come back for the bow.
I saw that hint. I saw that hint very early. I've been drinking though, so I forgot.
Yeah, I for sure saw that one too.
Yeah, I definitely saw that hint.
It was in one of the early dungeons, I think.
I was thinking about how the NPCs were being unhelpful in this seed. I didn't see any hints until much later in the thing.
Yeah, I
I'm
want to say it was
pinballing
level,
between all this.
I want to say it was level 3. I'm not sure on that. But yeah, one of the early ones.
Ah, crap! I forgot this isn't a twist up.
I went and got the bow right before I did 8, because I knew there's possibly Gomas in there, so it had to be around there somewhere. Oh, that was in 5. It was in 5, that's right. But you needed... What did you need? Well, you needed the recorder, which was in, what, Kraid's lair, I think?
Yeah, it's in Kraid.
And you needed morph ball bombs to get in there. Or at least morph ball.
Morph ball bombs were also in Kraid's lair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you needed both bombs and morph ball.
Yeah, it was. Kraid's was loaded.
How was your 9 Antlers?
It was fast. Like, 9 was not the problem. The problem was digging all except Long Hallway in Norfair. And then... like, dipping out and then going back for the Long Hallway in Norfair. All to find the bow, which was not in Lower Norfair.
Yeah, there was nothing in Norfair. I think Eat My Steel, you like glanced in Norfair and then never went back.
Yeah, I full cleared Norfair and like, you know the 2 long hallways at the bottom of Lower Norfair?
Yeah.
I did the bottom one, and then I went back after that for the middle one, and like later after I had already dipped out once.
Well, we've got another Ganon fight here on Burning Elementalist screen. That was a very quick and easy Ganon fight. Taking the time to top up the life, gets the wall chicken.
Oh crap, I thought I was on the restream, my bad. I wouldn't have come in, I thought I would.
That's GG for Reigning
I
Elementalist.
was
And yeah,
either.
sorry, we ended up having a hard time swapping you in and ended up just going with someone else. Probably could have relayed that to the...
It's all good, I wouldn't have come in if I had known.
That's a single G for Reigning Elementalist. Seeing a Ganon fight first. Bit curious that he decided to downbeat out of Ridley's hideout when he's gonna have to go back to Ridley's hideout to get to Torian.
Yeah, he was right there. He was right.
That was a really crappy path, by the way. You had to go through level 5 to get to... was it level 2?
Level 8.
Oh yeah.
Level 8 was in 5.
No, what was the path to Ridley's hideout? It was
To level 6.
7 to 6 to
Yeah.
Ridley's
Yeah.
Hideout to Brinstar to
Yeah, exactly.
level 2 tutorial.
yeah, like and also 9 was in Brinstar too, and the only way to get to Brinstar was through that 7 to whatever it was.
I think this meant that the gap was in logic again, which I think we were trying to get rid of, but I'm pretty sure the gap was the way to get to Brinstar.
The gap.
The pixel perfect jump in Ridley's Hideout.
No, you didn't have to do that.
No, I didn't
Ah.
do that.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the entrance. Somebody
you,
did. I think it was Ice Blue. Ice Blue was working really hard to get that without the morph ball. He was just actually trying to do the straight up vanilla jump.
No, you had to jump over the little invisible gap
Yeah.
where the
That E-tank normally is, right?
Yeah.
yeah, but that's it. You didn't have to do any other like you didn't have to do an impossible jump.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I fell in that hole a couple of times.
I had morph ball, so it was easy at that point.
I did too, but I didn't try using it until the third time. I usually make that jump, no problem. This time I kept falling and I was like, come on!
I never risk it.
You gotta risk it to get the biscuit, dude.
I gotta play
Shetty
the
is
game
one
here.
screen behind Ice Blue here in this exploration of level 9. It's pretty fascinating to watch Ice Blue leave a room and Shetty enter it right behind him. Well, now they've caught up since there's a combat block here. And Reading Elementalist is not finding North, or not finding Torian. I'm relatively confident Reading Elementalist was the first to find Torian on stream. So he should know where it is. But maybe he knows like that it's in level 2, but doesn't know where level 2 is, or something. Any piece of that chain might have gone missing.
Yeah, his best bet was to go through that door after he beat Zelda. It was right there.
Yeah. Ice Blue's got Mother Brain taken care of. Shaddy does not, so it's looking like Ice Blue has the best shot right now for a second place win, but they're both lost in the maze that is level 9. They're both taking a very, very similar path. Right now they're on the same screen again, so it's really coming down to execution, because the routing seems to be pretty identical.
Dude,
Yep, if you look at compare the two maps, I'm pretty sure they were identical.
Dude, I might have seen like 6 screens in level 9. Like 6 rooms.
I found 6 staircases.
No, I seriously, I walked up and I walked left and I had 16 bombs. So I was like, I'll try bombing the walls, screw it. So I bombed up, nothing, I bombed left. Oh, there's a bomb wall.
Yeah, that's
took me
the play.
right. Yeah, exactly. Took me right to Ganon. It's like cool, like 6 screen 9. I'll take it.
Jeez. I know Eat My Steel was hungry for that, but he bombed up in the left room first, but not left immediately. Oh, you're in the call. You can talk about that.
Yeah, I mismarked that a little bit from where we came in. I didn't know I could bomb that wall at first, so I never hit it until way after bombing every other possible wall and not.
Yeah, that's rough.
Sometimes I'll start marking my tracking level 9 from, like, a Z1R always starts in that spot. And I'll start tracking from that spot, not realizing that I'm, like, the other side of the map, and I gotta, like, redo my tracker now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like, it kind of threw me off at first, because you could hear Ganon in, like, the old man room. Like, the room of requirement for the Triforces. It's like, wait, what? Oh, okay. Oh, wow, Ice Blue didn't have the mags? Interesting.
No, I think he left level 8 before, like, as soon as he got the silver arrows, he was out.
Oh, that must have been a go mode for him, and he
Yeah,
must have gotten the hint. I remember the hint for that. Like, that was fresh in my mind. Too bad the bow hint
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
more fresh in my mind.
Oh, so you had silvers before you had the bow then?
Oh yeah, I had silvers like 30, 40 minutes in, something like that.
Oh wow. I think a lot of our runners were in level 5, but nobody decided to go exploring in the lower part of level 5, because it usually doesn't have anything, but when
Oh, yeah.
connections are all over the place,
You
you gotta check all the walls.
I was feeling really good when I found that connection, because I found that connection at like 30 minutes to level 8. Actually, not when I found the connection, but when I found the silvers in level 8, that's when I was feeling really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
'Cause
found
I-
silvers pretty early, but I didn't find them that early. Maybe like an hour in, not even an hour, in 45 minutes or so, I had silver.
Yeah, and then the rest of the seed, I was just looking for the bow and that Kraid totem, and I had forgotten that I never killed Ridley, so that was another thing for me. I was like, where in the heck? Like, I stopped for a minute and I was like going over my map and I was like, what haven't I done? And it's like, oh, Ridley, duh.
Ice
Yeah,
Blue has just finished. He killed Ganon and got an SRL time, 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 52 seconds. GG to Ice Blue.
GG.
Yeah, there's only one quest spot that you don't have to check. Obviously, all the other ones are required.
What one quest spot don't you have to check?
Whatever the Triforce is that you don't need.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got all the Triforces.
Me too, because I bid onto all the quest spots, and I think Ridley was the last quest spot that I checked. So
Yeah, same.
It's like Reigning Elementalist is the only other one on stream who got all of the Triforce pieces. And we're joined by Ice Blue. GG.
GG's.
GG, dude.
I was probably should have read the flags. I could have saved myself probably 50 minutes by not checking a lot of the major quote major items, which were all minor items.
Right. I think you were asking about the flag set earlier than the room had opened too. At least Metal said you were interested in it. So I was wondering if you were going to peek those.
Of course not. Who actually looks at the flags nowadays? You just jump into it and wish for the best.
Well, I spun up these flags, so I made them a little spicy. I like to have a little bit of spice. So
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it makes you feel any better, dude, I dug Lower Norfair twice for the bow after seeing the hint for the bow, and I forgot because I'm yeah.
I'm starting to more and more dislike multiple dungeons being in the same dungeon kind of deal, like having multiple entrances to a dungeon, say level 5 for instance had 3 different exits.
I think it just had the one to level 8, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'm slowly starting to lean towards disliking that, because it gets ridiculously confusing when you don't have any means of ever tracking that whatsoever.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Maybe if it was you can have a max of one exit
Yeah.
or one extra exit per dungeon or something like that.
Yeah, I think that would be probably a little bit better, because I went and cleared all of Brinstar. I went and cleared all of all of Norfair, Lower Norfair, and then I realized that, hey, I missed an entire right side wall on level 5, and sure enough, it was a path to 8.
Yeah.
and silvers were literally like right there in the book room, and you're just like, oh, okay, well.
Well, Shaddy
Yes.
has just defeated Ganon as well, rescued the Dodongo, but that's only single G for Shaddy. Also have confirmation Reigning Elementalist did forfeit from the race. You can see the fire is not even animating in the screen up there. So it's down to defeating Mother Brain for Shaddy. Also, we're joined with Reigning Elementalist, so GG. So close.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if I have found silvers in the other totem, how much faster would I have finished? Because I felt I was in the lead for a while.
I felt like I was very far behind when I completely missed the Kraid entrance in 3. And
Ooh, yeah.
missed out on my ladder for about an hour.
Oof.
Yeah, that's rough.
I went to Death Mountain really early, and
Oh no, I
I
found 3, but I just dove the key items spots, Manhand,
Oh,
Air
gotcha.
Force, and Raft. I didn't check the lower half of the.
oh, you did say not checking the flags.
No, I think
Yeah.
I think it would make these flags more fun, in my opinion, if it was more full shuffle.
Yeah,
Because it would give you more of a benefit of actually full clearing dungeons as opposed to we know where major key items are going to be at in a dungeon, so
Yeah.
now it just becomes a chore to have to dig every room trying to find an entrance. Whereas
I had no idea where the other totem was because I essentially full cleared the open world every dungeon.
Defeat Ridley?
I did. You know what?
You did, but you didn't have the morph ball.
You know
and now
what?
that I forgot that you didn't have the Kraid totem, I was wondering why you ran away from the Torian entrance after you beat Ganon. But yeah, I didn't remember you hadn't gotten back for the Kraid totem.
Full
after
shuffle.
After I beat Kraid, I went and killed Ridley. Didn't have more boss, so I left. I had totally forgot about that spot. So then I dug, all of Metroid and every dungeon, like every room. Well, probably not every room, but every dungeon, every overworld spot.
The only room I didn't clear is the gigantically long hallway in Lower Norfair because that room doesn't exist.
I
Do you want to know
did
something
that wrong.
funny? Ice Blue. I cleared all of Lower Norfair except for that hallway looking for the bow. And then I up-A'd. And then, like, a few minutes later, after I saw what was in the rest of Brinstar, I went back to that, went all the way back down to that hallway and cleared it for the bow. And then I got on to the call here, and they were like, did you not see the hint that the bow was in wherever it was? And I was like,
the lizard matched
The
the
lizard.
bow.
as a matter of fact, I did see that hint, now that you mention it.
I felt like that seed, like it was like extremely linear, and I guess the seed really wanted you to farm rupees to either buy the blue candle. No, you had to buy
Blue candle.
No, you had to buy the red candle.
Yeah, so
You can buy both of them.
I don't think you had to buy the red candle. Somebody got the blue candle first, I
I
think.
bought the red first, but
Did
then I
they?
found the blue.
Blue was
I
in
thought the blue
7.
candle was
Oh, wait.
under,
five was fire
No.
blocked.
Oh, well, then it must
Yeah.
have been. Yeah, then it must have been the red candle
Yeah.
first.
So
Because
that requires you to farm 124 rupees, which is kind of.
Yeah, I just
I had the
I-
money, so that was great.
I
To
kind
be
of saw
honest-
that coming, so I just cleared minor rooms and dungeons and got the money.
By the time I found the red candle, I had almost 250 rupees. Because I didn't have anything to buy.
Yeah, I had to take a world tour and just not get hit and farm money to get the candle.
When I saw that everything was pretty much candle blocked, I was like, well, I think everyone else is going to be stuck up on this for a while.
I actually had candle really early because I went to 3 and then I found a bunch of cash somewhere. I don't remember where. As soon as I had enough cash, went and bought that red candle because I found the shop early too. Got power bracelet really early.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, the blue cannon was in level 5 as the bomb upgrade spot, but it was for 90.
Yeah, but
It was
yeah,
candle block.
But I found that later, so I already had the red candle at that point.
yeah. But the early part of the seed, like I said, it was, at least for me, it was really fast. I definitely went to Death Mountain really early.
Yeah, everybody got healthy real fast.
And I got blue and red ring back to back. It's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not dying in Zelda.
Yeah, I dove 7, found the items very quickly, left, and then I ended up finding what was it, level 3 that had the other ring upgrade, I think?
Yeah.
But yeah, I did the same.
Yeah.
I did the same thing you did, Ice. Actually, I only went into 5 to get the bow, and I left without checking the walls.
Oh no, I cleared everything, and then I actually finally pressed start and looked at the map, and I was like, oh wait, hell, there's an entire right side wall that we didn't check. And
Yeah.
the entrance.
I just
Shaddy's
got
bringing
the
it
bow
home
and
right
left.
now.
I was like, nah, I don't think there's anything here.
Shaddy's bringing it home right now. He's in the final stretch against Mother Brain here. We've got like medium pulses. Looks like he's gonna have to deliver a few more missiles, but yeah, this is coming to a close here. He's definitely being pretty aggressive here. He's jumping against the glass, throwing some missiles into the tank.
Yeah, I definitely think the flags could have used. Like I don't know. I think like when having to deal with like any wall could be an entrance to a dungeon, and especially when 3 of the elevators were nothing in this seed.
Yeah.
I definitely think like the incentive of having to dig minor rooms where they were shuffled into the pool, or even like if we could like find a way to like limit like how many items could be in minor rooms or something. Or
I honestly prefer more random flags because, you know, when it isn't random, this kind of happens.
I will say the connections were kind of trolly, but to be fair, like this is like it was pretty standard for what we have been doing lately for what the connections were. So it's like it just kind of ended up that way. It wasn't like it was like super outlandish flags, you know what I mean?
So GG's to Shaddy. Official SRL time, 2 hours, 32 minutes, and 39 seconds. That brings our race to a close. GG. I'm going to see if he wants to jump in the call.
yeah, I spent roughly 55 minutes looking for level 8.
Yeah, same here, because I needed
like,
silvers.
It was just like a really trolly connection to that level 8, and I just got kind of lucky to find it. But
did you have to take the staircase and go south, or could you bomb right?
No, you had to take it. You had to take it.
I figured, that is exactly why I didn't find that, because you look at the map and you're like, oh, I could just go up north and check the 3-4 key items up there, and then.
Well, you also had to take the staircase to get to the north too. Like that staircase was required to get the bow as well.
Yep. Well, like you take that, but I didn't think to go south and be like, oh,
right.
There's extra rooms here.
We can just blame Shaddy.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we're joined by Shaddy. GG.
Wait. We're blaming Shaddy?
Look at this party up in here.
GG.
6-man booth. Love it.
It's all his fault.
Yeah, this is the most crowded I think one of these has ever been.
Honestly, what was it? Oh, 5 had something. Or one of them just had a vanilla
It
item.
had the bow and the connection to the silvers. Level 5 had a lot.
That's true. Yeah, and it also had Megs.
Even though Sister got
level
first.
5 had the magical sword?
Well, it had a connection to Megs, because level 8 had the magical sword.
Right.
I think Raft was the other item in 5,
It
right?
had the connection.
Yeah, but that was pointless.
I mean,
Yeah.
I immediately rushed the book spot and found arrows, and I was like, yeah, I hate this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, I hate it.
Raft was in Olive Garden. I like to call it the bundle of breadsticks that gets you across the river.
I wish I wouldn't have found the raft. That also was a big time sink for me.
I think we all use the raft.
Yeah.
Check
I
the
searched
raft.
every
I
overworld
missed
spot.
2.5 hours of Animal Crossing. I am highly disappointed with everybody and myself.
Did Animal Crossing have something new come out or something? Like everyone's talking about Animal Crossing lately.
Yeah, there's a new game that just came out today.
I did not know that.
New Horizons on the Nintendo Switch.
Just after this race started.
I'm totally not endorsing Nintendo and telling you to buy Animal Crossing. No. Buy Animal Crossing.
And then next week we have an Animal Crossing race.
First to the golden fishing rod. I don't know.
Oh, but who's gonna put the randomizer in for that one?
Oh,
we know who to reach out to.
Is Animal Crossing kind of like Pikmin?
no, it's more like.
It's more of IRL simulator where you get thrown onto an island and they basically tell you to here, buy this house. You have to take out a loan, and congratulations, you're now in debt.
And you're paying 30% interest. Hooray!
We call that the America Simulator.
Go out and buy it today. You really pitched that perfectly.
Seems a little bit like Harvest Moon from what I've seen.
Yeah, I feel like it's halfway between Harvest Moon and Sims, in my opinion, because there's a lot of like personal interaction.
With Harvest Moon, you don't have to, you could spend like one day and make like 40 grand. And in Animal Crossing, you could spend like one full day and make like 400 bells.
Yeah.
Well, and you weren't grinding our wings.
I mean, just I guess real time Harvest Moon.
All right, well, we should probably give Speed Gaming their channel back. So, any final thoughts on the seed?
Only if they buy Animal Crossing.
I never even heard Shaddy talk.
Poor Antlers.
Oh,
Shaddy.
I know he joined. I thought he might have responded because I know.
GG's, everyone.
I'm still waiting for that Shaddy Doki Doki Literature Club stream.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Please tell me when it happens, because I want to be there.
Speaking of, to all our viewers in chat, give these runners a follow, even the ones who weren't on stream. That's Antlers, Antlers 44, right?
That is correct.
Emi Steel, Reigning Elementalist, Shaddy, Sis Crusher, and X Ice Blue. I've been your host, FSS Zilla. Thanks to Speed Gaming for hosting us.
Follow FSS Zilla too.
Oh, thank you.
Even though the name is just Zilla on the screen, it's FSS Zilla, and follow it.
Thank you very much. And thanks to Metal Machine for also organizing this one, and also the whole dev team for Z1M1 for putting this all together, several of which are on this call. All right. Well, take care, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you next mission.
Peace, guys.